We are back here with the one and only Boston's boy, Sammy Adams, on WICR for on Tuesday. It is currently 1:30. I don't know why I'm saying the time, but
it's 1:30. It's about 70 degrees outside.
It's
mild
rain. So
I wish it was 70 degrees.
Oh my god, I wish. We're gonna continue with our little question and answer time here before we get into some fun times, fun games.
As always. This Snapchat, I've explained so many times how much I love Snapchat filters, and I look like a potato. That was funny. I don't know, and I had that like open there. I was like, okay. Anyway, I lose count. We did that. 7. Weird / best / funniest you choose. Fan encounter.
Yeah, which one do you want?
Which one's the best?
Prefer? Weirdest, best, or funniest? I mean, I guess weirdest could be funniest too.
There's been weird ones, like someone that locked a bus once in Texas, and like 3 girls literally just like snuck into one of the bunks, and we left Dallas with them in the bunks. that was weird. That was just weird because they like popped out, and I was like, what? Like, y'all gonna do it?
Like censored myself, but
and it just sucked for them because like then we were in like San Antonio, and then they all popped out. It's like, all right, you guys are gonna take
funny.
Surprise.
And I mean, that's weird, definitely. Scary. Like, I don't know. Scary gets pretty scary when there's no security. Especially at like festivals, because like if you're in a middle stage in a parking lot, like MetLife, and you need like security and someone, and no one's there.
No one's there. Oh my god.
So yeah, like nothing really like. I mean, there's crazy ones that I definitely can't say on air. But yeah, I'll just give you weird and scary.
That's funny.
That's insane. I don't know how I would deal if someone popped out of nowhere in my car, my regular car alone, not even like a tour bus or anything. I'd probably freak out.
Like, just what a day. What'd you do today? Oh, you know.
Just someone popped out of nowhere in my tour bus.
On Sammy Adams' tour bus, not a big deal.
NBD. So during the break, we were talking with Sammy about how how the road to get here and like how he felt about if he thought he would get here or not. So we just want the fans to know like how you feel about getting here and what advice you would give to any aspiring artists. Yeah, there we go. I can't speak today.
You know, for for upcoming artists and people that want to make music, it really starts with the basics of making the music, sort of making stuff that you can see yourself performing for, hopefully the next 2.5 to 5 years. I think if I could have any advice back in the day, once I got like a little bit of a fan base, you just need structure. Like you should always have like goals and milestones and like a 6-month plan, a year plan, a 2-year plan. And if you get there like a 5-year plan, because it really helps in the long run to just sort of have some sort of points that you can hit. But other than that, just like make music you want to listen to, and don't be afraid to get it out. Like you gotta test it on people. Luckily I had my 6 best friends that I lived with, so I could bounce it off them or bounce it off my brother or whoever. So yeah, I guess that's some advice.
That's awesome.
I think it's the best advice. Like everyone says, "Oh, like don't stop believing. Like keep on keeping on." I'm like, that's so cookie cutter. Like come on, like put it in your own words. And it's just so like well spoken. Like I'm gonna live by that from now on. I'm just gonna do what I have to do, and like who cares what anyone else says.
Mm-hmm.
Make that my senior quote. Longest senior quote ever, but we'll take it. I only read that one. Wait.
Gosh, I mean, pay attention.
Was that this chair? Cause
yes, that chair is like possessed.
Want to say I did not fart. It was like really like pulled out to, and I'm like, what the fuck?
By the way,
that was weird. I like feel myself getting red because I'm like, great, someone heard this. They probably think I just farted.
So it's okay. We know you didn't. We know the truth.
You hear this, right? It's not just okay.
Yeah, no, that chair is just literally possessed.
Yeah, like any minute during the show, I'm gonna fall off of this, and that's gonna be the blooper of the year.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah. Anyway, how do you think you've evolved in the long way from Boston's Boy and Homecoming and I Hate College and all that fun stuff?
Sort of the evolution. it's just it's better writing, better production. Boston's Way was a very um, I don't want to say like in-house thing, but I produced a lot of it, and it was mostly done, on Logic and Pro Tools and stuff that I had sort of just came into. So working with, big producers and just really good producers has been amazing. So that's that's definitely a huge part of it, production wise, writing. Songwriting's gotten better. I don't necessarily like working with that many people in terms of other people writing my music. If I'm writing another song for someone like an Enrique or someone in the pop world, like that's cool, and I definitely need help in those situations. But for my own personal stuff, it's sort of hard to not write my own records. Just because some people haven't gone through it anyways, or they not that they haven't gone through it, they just haven't experienced or seen what I've seen. So it's like, how is this person gonna say
Right.
what I can probably say myself?
Exactly.
But I don't turn down the help. It's just sort of, I don't know. I guess I'm sort of selfish in my process like that.
No, I think that's awesome, and I think that your fans like really appreciate that, because we feel that like it's coming from you. It's coming from your words, your experiences, not someone saying, "Hey, write a love song about so and so on." It's like, "Hey, this is what happened to me. This is my experience, and I'm putting it out there for you guys." And I think that that's awesome.
So now we're on a college campus, and we're obviously all college kids here. So what's your favorite thing, and what is the best part about performing in front of a college campus?
Oh man, it's a good question. It's definitely like got to be the energy, and just like the overall like, I guess just sort of attitude in the crowd. Definitely helps when everyone's sort of on the same page in terms of like, I mean, college shows are just so like there's so much more of a party. Some other shows are just like way more well planned, and just like there's certain cues you have to hit. College is just like a big just sprint, and it's just like it's so fun. It's like probably the best workout of any like concert, because you're just like,
Oh my gosh,
me
for sure.
personally, I'm just like jumping around and going crazy. We tend to get in a little bit of trouble with like security in the colleges, just because like we'll jump off stage and bring people up that we're not supposed to bring up.
Oh my gosh.
Not that I mean, it's not anything crazy, but
I want to be brought on stage by Sammy Adams.
Yeah, right?
That's like a life goal now.
but
Yeah.
college is just like, it's just like such
No
a
big deal.
it's like such a sort of just like debaucherous crowd. Whenever you hear like the roar of the crowd before you're about to go on, it's definitely a little overwhelming and awesome in every way.
Sure. You must get so many things thrown at you. Like, don't you see how like even like these boy bands like One Direction or like Justin Bieber, they get like bras and things thrown at them? I can
Oh, yeah.
imagine what you get. He gets probably everything.
Happens.
I'm not gonna complain about it though. Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry. I like whatever.
Totally okay. We can let it slide.
I know, I'm like slow. Do you think you'd still be in the music field if I had college never made it to where it is? Or you'd be like maybe, well, any type of the music field, like producing, writing, anything?
Yeah, definitely. I think regardless, who knows, if that didn't go, then hopefully something else would. But I don't think it would have deterred me from like still making music. It probably would have just sort of fired me up to like get on my horse and keep doing it.
Right, especially because it's your passion.
Yeah, and it's like, sort of, it's not like work. It's really fun to make music, especially if you make something that you really like. It's like I said before about the advice that I would give another artist. It's like, if you make something that you like and you really are gonna enjoy performing, then that's where you nailed it. That's a huge part of the reason I'm still in it is because I still love doing it. And if you sort of lose that, that's when it starts to get scary because you're like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do now?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely. I think even if it didn't do that well, it probably would have pushed me to just try to get to the point where I'm at now.
Yeah, for sure. It reminds me that actually one of my favorite quotes is, if you're not doing what you love, then, oh, I forgot my favorite quote.
Nice
I'm
job.
just tongue twisted. I actually have it on my Facebook because I'm like cliche like that. It's like if you're not doing what you love, then there's no point in doing it, or you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. And I agree with that completely. That's why we're here doing this.
Exactly.
'Cause
That's
we
why
love
I'm here where I am
this.
today. So, I mean, not only is
Yeah.
Iona like the best campus in the world, but we have the lovely WICR family here. So, it's the best thing. Again, I met Caitlin, I met Emmy. Well, I met Emmy through intro to broadcast, intro to mass comm first semester
She
here.
didn't even
so.
talk to me. She probably thought I was mean. Everyone always thinks.
No,
I'm
I
mean.
didn't really. I was really shy first semester, so I didn't speak to anyone.
No.
I was a shy turtle.
I just have a dog face. You know what I
Same
mean by dog
sometimes.
face. Yeah, so no one comes up to me
Duh,
like,
Caitlin.
I've said this story so many times because it's so funny to me how one kid on campus last year came up to me. Well, he came up to my friends and he was talking to them and I was there, and his reaction was, "Oh my God, you're so nice. Like, I see you on campus all the time. No offense, but I always thought you were
Bleep.
female dog." And I was like, wow. First of all, the guy had the courage to even say that. I was like, wow, well, thank you. Yes, I'm a nice person. I try. But yeah, that's why. I feel like you didn't talk to me because of that.
No, I was just really, really shy, and I was the one kid who sat in the front of the room.
Oh, I always sit in the front.
I still am.
I'm the teacher's pet. I'm like, yes, I know the answer. Haha. Whatever. You can be pretty and smart.
Exactly. At least I try to. So before I embarrass myself any further with my classroom habits, what do you want your fans to take away from the long way? Like, what's a message you want them to carry with them?
Something to take away. I don't know. I mean, I think primarily to just listen through the album and sort of find which songs speak to you. Whether you're like a frustrated fan that I haven't put an album out in 2 years, or you're really excited. There's sort of something for everyone on the album, which we sort of I sort of tried to make it in terms of like as genreless as Boston's Boy was, because there's hip hop songs, there's sort of EDM type songs and tempo songs, and then there's slower ones and more introspective ones. So I guess to just sort of try to just listen to it for what it's worth and don't compare it to anything that came before. Because every day I'm learning, every day I'm trying something new. So just sort of listen to the actual music and find your favorite.
I like that. I mean, I think that's my favorite thing about your album is that, you have such like a wide variety of music on it. It's not just hip hop, and it's not just pop, pop. Like,
Right.
It's like, what you like EDM, you have this. You like hip hop, you have this. I mean, I'm telling you, like I said, it's not just because you're here, but I've been listening to the album nonstop.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think it's got a great variety of music. And like I told them, like, you don't have to like a specific type of music or not like a specific type of music. Like if I say, oh, Sammy Adams, and someone's like, oh, like that's the hip hop guy or that's the rap guy. Like,
Oh, that's the hip hop guy.
You sounded like Breslin just now, and I almost fell out of my chair.
Ew, stop. Did I really?
One of our professors.
That's one like we don't like. Are you kidding me?
I like Breslin. Breslin's my favorite, or one of my favorites.
Oh my
Just his
God.
classes are boring. He is like the teacher has all the boring classes.
It happens. I had a lot of boring classes.
All of them.
Like,
So,
no, but yeah, like I love that about your album. I'm telling you, I really do think it's one of your best yet, and I don't know, it's just awesome.
thank you.
Of course.
All right, I mean, you got the last question before we go to break and come back with some fan questions. Those ones we got some good ones for you. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
we
if you looked
did.
through those yet, but those are
I
some pretty
know.
funny ones.
Oh yeah, just like to end on a funny note, I guess. What is your craziest or funniest tour story or on the road story?
We've had some pretty funny ones.
Besides girls like jumping on your tour bus and
Um,
catching a ride.
we got pulled over like right. Everyone usually gets pulled over like between Kansas City and El Paso. Like it's just sort of like a tour bus. Like it's like everyone knows it's gonna happen somewhere. So we got pulled over in El Paso, and it's like me, one of my best friends. He like always comes on the road with me. Like it's mostly like pretty much fam that comes on the road with us. And like so we get pulled over, and it smells like weed on our bus. So they
No,
get
we
like a bunch of dogs, and like so they zip tie our hands, and like make us sit on the side of the road because it's like right at the border of Mexico. And my boy just fucking excuse me, sorry. My boy just lets out like the craziest fart of all time. So I start laughing, and this customs or this border patrol agent was like, "What are you laughing at, son?" And I was like, trying not to laugh in class when something's like hilarious. So I'm like trying not to laugh. I'm obviously high as a kite. So he like picks me up and he pushes me over towards the border, and he goes, "If I push you in here and not let you back, you're in Mexico." I was like, "What?" Like, I stopped laughing like that. I was like, "Bro, you can't do that." And he was like, "I can do whatever I want." And I was like, "Yo, chill, dude." It went from like me laughing to like crying laughing to me like crying like, please don't.
0 to
Let
100.
me back in.
So yeah, that was actually it's a pretty funny story now that I
That
look
is
back at it.
funny.
I was terrified at the time, but then this, I don't know, another one, like my tour manager was like bothering everybody, busting their balls about getting their passports and having everything like on time and like ready, and then we get to the border and he didn't renew his passport. So he had to stay in Buffalo for like 2 nights while we were in Toronto, which was so funny because he was just so embarrassed.
That's funny.
That would happen to me.
That's like a mom move. Make
Yeah.
sure you don't forget this, and then she's the one that forgets it. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna be me. It happens to me all the time. I'm like, "Mom, can you remind me to bring this?" And she'd be like, "Okay, don't forget this." And I'm like, "Got it." And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Wait, what did I forget? Damn it!" And it's common occurrence. It's not a fun time. I need to get on the ball with that. So on that little word, we are going to take another little break, and like I said, we're going to come back with some fan questions and some never have I ever. So that one's going to be a
Uh-oh.
fun time.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned. There we go.
Stay in tune.
I'm sorry.
Stay tuned.
I'm just so tongue tied right now. I can't get my words out correctly. But stay tuned, and you will hear some never have I ever and some fan questions for Sammy Adams. We will talk to you in a little bit, guys.
With the hashtag Sammy with the gems, by the way. Throw that in there.